And as always, folks, a huge shout out to all of our supporters over at patreon.com/878survivorfm, to all of our editors, our $5 supporters, our production managers, our $10 supporters, Florida, Big Dog, Shane Murphy, Tank Dazza, and Hawks Hammer, and our producers, Jake Snow, Red Freedom, Melbourne, and Tuxness. Thank you all so much for your support, guys. We really appreciate all of our Patreons. And we also really appreciate all of our YouTube members, Kenny Baker, Cinnamon, King Aloba, Tuxness, and Muddy Tracklinks. All of you are legends who help the show go on each and every week. Thank you all for your support, even just by watching or listening each week to the podcast, and we hope you enjoy this week's show. Don't forget to leave a comment down below on what you think. A big shout out to all of the team behind the show as well. Myself, Marks, Lad, Archie, Foxypote, DanceofJesus, Jacob Mango, Daone, and Spud. Links are in the description. Go check them out, folks. Enjoy the show. And we are live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And welcome to episode 93 of the DayZ podcast. I actually woke up on time. I woke up probably about 15, 20 minutes before the show, but I was laying in bed there for a while going, I can wait another 10 minutes or so. I'm old. I need my rest. Marks, lad, how you doing?
Good as always. How are you?
Good, lad?
Yeah, not bad. Just a wee bit tired, but apart from that, pretty good.
Well, it's good to actually have the show going today. So, a bit of a week this week. Not a huge week, but yeah, we'll be getting into that very shortly. But we have got to introduce our two guests, Nyxis and Wrath. How you doing, lads?
Hey, not bad, man.
Doing pretty well.
Good to finally have you on for a players episode, folks, where we get to hear from the general community their thoughts on the game. And there's been a lot happening lately. But probably the big thing would have to be the experimental update, I reckon. But we'll get to that later. We're going to have a chat to you two first. Nyxis, tell us about yourself, mate.
Oh, no. Oh, jeez. Shoot, man, I don't know. I'm just a big nerd, gamer. Love gaming, love DayZ. Yeah, man, I don't know. It's about it, to be honest.
So you say you're into everything from modding DayZ to developing with the Unreal Engine. So what mods have you worked on, mate? Or what are your plans to work on any?
I haven't released anything public, on the workshop, but I've done a lot of private mods. I've done a lot of server development.
Yep.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. So yeah.
What kind of stuff have you worked on? I mean, yeah, I know you said it's all private, but I'm very interested in what you've been doing.
One modder to another modder.
Yeah, sure. I started off doing just simple retexturing. That's how I kind of learned to mod and gotten dipped my feet into it. And then I kind of got started in running my own server, and then I was yo, I need to add some stuff. So then I was learning how to do a little more, so config type stuff,
right?
And storage, making custom storage for a server, custom assets, melee weapons, guns, that kind of thing.
Have you got any examples of any of this sort of stuff we can look at?
Shoot. I think I do. You want me to like screen share or something?
Yeah, share your screen or
shares,
link to stuff
send
or
pictures. Yeah, definitely, dude. I want to see what you got.
All right, sweet. Yeah, I can load that up if it might take me a second though.
Take
Just
as
gonna
much
load
time
up
as you need,
Oxy
mate. That's
mode.
perfectly fine.
Sweet.
AWOL would like some
But yeah.
dick pics if you have any.
Oh no. None of those. None of those.
Subscribe to his OnlyFans first. So what kind of spurred that on? Like, you know, you got into modding and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
what really got you into it?
I would say it was probably because I started playing on this server. It was like a whitelisted roleplay server.
Right.
And it was just like the best thing ever. And the people I met on there really inspired me, like the admins and stuff, the owners. And then I kind of got more involved with them as far as like helping them out, became an admin. And then they just kind of, there was this guy named Funiculus. It was like a white and he kind of like got me started with how to do XMLs and change stuff in DayZ. And I was like, yo, what? You can change like literally every part of DayZ. And so I was like, yo, I gotta learn how to do this for myself. And so, yeah.
Nice one.
I'm always impressed. It reminds me a bit of Dumpgra, Dumpgra's origin story, lad. How, you know, a community, he got invested in the community, New Dawn DayZ, and they asked what he could do to help, and they said, oh, what the fuck is that? What is that vile stuff you are drinking? That is not Ambre. Fucking sellout. But yeah.
Drinking Pepsi, sponsored by Coke.
So yeah, when you've got some stuff, share it up for us. But so how long have you been playing DayZ for now, Nyxis?
Oh geez. Like officially, like hardcore, I've been playing for probably like 2 years now. But I've been playing it off and on since the Arma 2 days, the mod. When the mod came out. Played that. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking. We've spoken before, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I'm sitting here, and I'm like, where have I heard his fucking voice before? Couldn't fucking think. I was like, yeah, because you used to play on XDK. I remember that.
XDK,
yeah. How's things been since then, man?
I tried logging in like a month ago, and I think I was banned. I was banned for like like I forgot their words. It was like aggressive, I think was the word that like popped up. It was like, you've been banned for being aggressive, but I mean, so be it. You know, I wanted to give it another try, but it's unfortunate. You know, but
it's gone now
as
well. So
is it really?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Shut down very recently. Such a shame, but yeah.
Oh man,
I think about 2 weeks ago.
Not even that. It was this week. I think.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, the announcement came out about 2 weeks ago. I think. Yeah, they shut it down. Yes, about this week. Yeah.
And it's shut on Monday. Yeah, just gone.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer. That was a really cool project, to be honest. I was a big fan of that.
It really was, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see an XDK project like that coming back, or that XDK project coming back, but it would need like significant funding behind it, I think, for it to make sense.
It would need significant funding and full lot of people to develop for it.
Oh yeah. Oh geez, the burnout can be real, man.
Oh, it was real for Calf, definitely. That's pretty much like the main reason that quit. But that's besides the point. It's it's a shame, but there you go.
The burnout for any community is insane.
Yeah, that's it.
So apparently you are also known as Ace
How did?
Nyxis.
Oh, the chat. Yeah. No, for sure. That's my my, I guess you could say, role play name on DayZ.
Yep.
Ace
Right.
West.
And
My
you don't
girlfriend,
mess
Queen
you
West.
don't mess with your woman.
Yeah. Nah, you will die, man.
Too fucking right, mate. Too fucking right.
So what server are you mostly playing on these days?
These days, I've been playing on this PvE server. It's called We're Alive, and that's the server I've been playing on just to like kind of chill, get
Yeah.
my daily dose of DayZ. And then if I wanted PvP, I would just get on Vanilla plus, deathmatch servers, rearmed, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a rearm server doing quite well down here in Australia right now as well. So I've given that a shot, and there's some really cool stuff on those rearm servers.
Most of them just wiped today as well. So,
Yes.
fresh wipe.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I used to be able to play it a lot more, but yeah. Hopefully I can start playing a little bit more.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Now, Roth, tell us a bit about yourself, mate.
Oh, what is there to tell? Mainly a console player. Play on the Xbox. I do Twitch streaming and some YouTubing onto the side as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
You'll have to put your links in chat. Obviously, your people could just click on your name and chuck you a follow if they're watching on Twitch. But if you could just share those. I'm checking the bio channel now. Did you share them there? Yes, you did. So let me grab them and share them with folks.
There we go.
So how long have you been playing DayZ for, mate?
Probably about a year and a half, maybe, give or take.
All right. Okay.
So both of
'cause
you
said
are
you were
relatively
console player,
fresh.
yeah. Hmm.
But I'm a quick learner when it comes to learning what needs to be learned.
You ain't like us old timers. We've seen shit.
But no, it's good that obviously you've gotten yourself into the game, especially on the console platform. So how, like, what's your kind of play style? What kind of servers do you play on the console?
I mainly hit community servers.
Mhm.
I do dabble with the officials from time to time. I do dabble with the experimentals when they come out, just to see what kind of issues are popping up that need to be fixed before it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
But mainly it's community servers. That's where me and my group are at.
Right. Okay. And have you and your group ever considered moving to PC, or have you always feel like, no, the console is for me, this is where we're gonna stay at?
If I had the money, I would. If the rest of my group had the money, they would.
Yeah.
Need to win Lotto, mate.
I'm accepting donations.
No, that's fair enough. No, I mean, the console aspect, I always welcome our console players. At the end of the day, when it comes down to it, at the end, it's DayZ. Sure, it doesn't have all the modding and shit like that, but you can have an actual good experience on it. So I'm really happy to hear that, that you're enjoying it and you're getting the most out of it, really, when it comes down to it. What's kind of been like your most, how could you say, most gut-wrenching or heart-pumping experience you've had with your group?
Oh, that would be on the official side. I believe it was on the official side on consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my group were building a base in Cherno just to do a one-city challenge, essentially.
Right.
And we got into a gunfight with several different people, and one of our mates was AFK during the time in a 3-story building, so we were just holding down the bottom floor, and my buddy Chuckle Nuts, he ran out of ammo, so essentially we were sharing one gun between each other.
Can I just say though?
He took a Mose into the face. He's like, "I'm alive! I'm alive!"
That name though is that's a great username. Great username.
I love it.
Oh yeah, we have a crazy Irish rogue. He goes by Dill Pickle.
What a name! What a name!
What a fucking chad of a name.
And one of our newest members, his name is Mr. Meeseek. So yeah.
Right. Okay. I like that, Mr. Meeseek.
Did you guys still want to me to stream or
Yeah,
share
mate,
my
yes,
screen?
definitely.
Go for it. Go for it.
Sweet. Yeah. I can just show you a few things. This is like part of a work in progress asset pack that's for the upcoming launch of Breakpoint RPG, but
Ooh.
Is that in-game music?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I like it. I am fucking hooked.
Let me just
Very calming and relaxing.
yeah. So let's see. Shoot, I don't even know where to start, man.
Just show us kind of what you feel is your best work.
Okay, sure. Yeah, these are just some assets. But then I'm working on a map as well. But
Right.
it's I can't show that because it's top secret.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Making a map is single-handedly one of the hardest things you can do for this fucking game, I think.
Yeah. Luckily, I had Big Grandpa's help, so
Yeah, he is really, really
it's
good.
amazing, man.
So, can I ask, is this mod going to be a public one that anyone can access, or is it private to specific servers?
Yeah. So, there's my plan was to like release certain parts of it like separately to the workshop for everyone to use.
Yeah.
But then there's obviously some things that'll be custom to, our server. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said when you were talking about it, you said you had a storage mod, or you were kind of working on something like that. Is that storage is in backpacks, or is that in storage is in base building storage?
Base building storage. Yeah, I haven't worked on that in a long time.
So fuck. What?
Oh, I like some of those weapons.
They're pretty interesting. So I would assume that you're self-taught, or have you had like a whole bunch of different people teaching you all of this kind of stuff as well?
Mainly just self-taught, trial and error. You know what I mean?
Right.
Trying to get through everything.
Honestly, I nearly think self-teaching yourself something is nearly one of the better ways to do it.
It is the best way, yeah.
Yeah.
At least for me.
Yeah. I mean, I had to have people teach me to do stuff, but after a while, it kind of spawned from like doing my own thing, which is good as well. But from all of this, so you've done everything that's in this spawn list.
Yeah, this is just like some of these aren't even done yet. They're just kind of ideas that I threw in to see what they would look like. But yeah. Yeah, shoot. There's just so much, man. I'm just gonna show a little bit. Let's see. I like these masks. These are probably my favorite.
I do like
the
them.
little ballistic mask.
Mm-hmm.
And then I wanted to bring back the Arma 2 gun bag. So
I noticed that one straight away.
Yeah. This one's probably like my favorite item.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't actually do this model. Who did this model? Somebody. I have to get their name right when I released the mod, but they did the model for me, and they did great. So yeah, so we got this small gun bag and then the large, and then civilian stuff. I wanted to bring a lot of civilian stuff into DayZ.
I quite like that.
So
I like the civilian bags and Stuff
Yeah.
like that I do like. There's
Yeah.
needs to be more of that in this.
Yes.
Absolutely, yeah. So that was kind of my goal with this pack.
Yeah, like that look that
I
just even
like
from
that.
that
Little
right there
hat.
looks really good.
I appreciate that, man. Like, this
I like
is
that
just
jacket.
a retexture of the I think it's the
Field jacket.
BDU jacket, but
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, there's so many models that can be just simply retextured. Like these are scrubs, and I made them look like sweatpants, you know.
Mhm.
So it's like you can do like anything, you know what I mean?
There needs to be some higher storage civilian clothing because
Oh,
like
absolutely.
Derlip says, you know, it gets boring everyone running around in military cam. I
Yeah.
generally go for the hunting gear, but even the hunting gear can be mistaken at a distance to military gear. So some nice high capacity civilian clothing that doesn't make you look like Johnny Rambo is sorely needed in the game.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. I 100% agree. And that was like another thing that I wanted to do was on our server we're going to have like all the like different tiers of clothes are going to all have like the same amount of storage. So like shirts will have a set amount.
Right.
So it's like you're picking how you look
Yeah.
and like how the insulation, but you still have the same amount of storage, so you don't have to wear military clothes and you feel like you're missing out if you don't. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
What's is your server open like now, or
No,
is it
no.
still currently
It's
work in progress?
yeah, it's a work in progress right now. Yeah.
Right. Well, whenever
Will
it
you-
goes live, you'll have to
Mhm.
leave us know, names and everything. And if you set
Please
up a Discord
do,
for it,
yeah.
be sure to leave us
Yeah,
know on
that'd
the
be
podcast.
that'd be awesome, man.
Reverend is asking you to get more slots in the dresses.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All the clothes are gonna have like, obviously it takes a lot of balancing. So
Naturally,
it's
yeah.
probably gonna change over time, but
Reverend
once you get that
branded
balancing
dress.
right, I mean, yeah.
Well, that's it. That's it. It looks really, really nice. I'm very impressed, actually.
Yeah, I like that people are more going for civilian clothing. Like I've been playing a lot of vanilla recently, and I've actually been dressing my character in civilian clothing, wearing a hoodie. I either wear a hoodie, some form of civilian jacket, cargo pants, or jeans instead of like all these military things. It's just nice to break it up and do something a bit different.
Yeah,
And I've been really liking it.
yeah, I appreciate that.
Bomb your mum.
yeah,
Just reach
see-
out. There's plenty of people out there. I'm certain Nyxis or Lad, you've done a bit of retexturing. Dumpgra's done it. There's plenty of people out there who would be willing to give you tips on, the sort of stuff you to research. And for someone like me, I wouldn't even know where to begin. What software to use, and I would never do it because I still draw stick creatures. But for those who are a bit artistic, there's plenty of people out there who enjoy helping others learn.
Definitely. I mean, yesterday there's this guy from Germany I was talking in the DayZ Modders Discord, and he was asking how to make text on his knife like glow, like and he wanted so you can put a battery in and then it'll turn on and then glow. And I walked him through the full stages of what to do when you've got all your texture sets, how to put them together, how to make your RV mat look good for it, how to make the SMDI look good, how to do the config properly, and then make a script for it work properly. And everything like that went through the full step. And at the end of it, my throat was fucked because I was talking that fucking much. And, and I gave him all the stuff that I'd done for him. I was like, there you go. Take a look at that, see what you can make from it, learn from it, and then I'll send you a more updated one with like more info. And he asked us how much I wanted to, like how much money I wanted for me to do that, and I was like, I don't give a shit. I don't want your fucking money. It's just, dude, it's modding, it's knowledge, dude.
I like that mask.
Well,
yeah, the
that is-
M9
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of the Division.
inspired from the Division. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was something I'd love to know how to do as well as retexture and like retexture weapons and clothing and all this stuff as well. But again, like Buddy said, I wouldn't have a clue where to start. I wouldn't know at all.
I'll teach you.
Speaking of that, you know,
It's good video series for any modders out there that are wanting to do something.
I know,
Tutorials.
I'm pretty sure Michael Cullen has some videos on YouTube about how to retexture off the top of my head, how to create a weapon or something like that.
Okay, might be worth a look.
Probably need to be more updated stuff with like different aspects of knowledge. Like I was gonna do that a while back, but I just kind of went, "Oh fuck, I can't be asked."
Hey, it's a good idea.
Yeah, you've only had the fucking time.
Oh, I know.
But no, really good work on all of this, dude. I really am. I'm looking forward to the server release. Please do let us know when it's done, so we can pop in and have a look. And
especially just the variety of civilian stuff. You know, the game sorely needs some good high storage because you can't layer things. You can't wear a jacket and a shirt and things like that. So you're stuck having to wear the military gear, which has the higher storage capacity.
Exactly, yeah. Because otherwise, you feel like you're missing out. You know, you're like, my friend's over here decked out in all military, and it's like, shoot, I want to wear civilian clothes, but he can carry more. So it's like,
sorry, Matthew Longtime, I think it is. Yeah, it shows how to upload all your work once done. Yeah.
Speaking of like, what do you call it? Documentation. I think that's what you call it, right?
Yes.
Lad?
Documentation. Yeah.
Yeah. So, me and Big Grandpa, we've been talking, and we're gonna help with that. So, like, if you guys like haven't followed Big Grandpa, like for sure, check him out.
We've had him on as a guest before.
Yeah. So, got some content, tutorials type things.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be cool.
Well, that's it. It's good to have that kind of like knowledge base. I know there's been a couple of wikis and tutorials and stuff like that to show all of this kind of stuff, but to get the right knowledge, well, I say right knowledge, it is. I would say it's a bit difficult, but as long as more people are open about teaching others, then there you go. And like I have a different workflow from say like Dumpgra or something like that, or Mass.
Yep.
So it's like getting as much information about like different kind of workflows, see which one works best for you, and then there you go. You know, you're in your own little lane, I guess you can say.
Yeah, definitely a place for a modder to capitalize there if they wanted to do tutorial stuff. It doesn't even have to be complicated, you know. Do easy ones. If you want to do complicated ones, go for it. You know, there's always be always something cool to see.
Yeah, there's definitely levels to modding, and it's really nice because DayZ modding is just such a great place for anyone interested in like game development to just kind of dip their feet in like, okay, I'm imagining this. I want to like put it in a game, and they can make it a reality, you know. And DayZ, the Infusion engine and all that stuff, just so accessible, but there's so little documentation, and like it's hard for people to access that information, you know.
Well, that's it.
Yeah.
And Wrath, I would assume that you've seen quite a lot of stuff of what modders have done on PC, but what kind of stuff would you like to see come to console, like officially?
Officially, let's see.
I was gonna say, if you say 50 cows and Humvees.
That's already to be expected. That's been shouted to the heavens already. So I'm not even gonna address that.
He's learning.
I would like to see updates to the maps. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's been asking for new maps on consoles. That's also been shouted to the heavens as well. And I do know that they are planning on updating Livonia. What I would also like to see, like more, you know, add more locations in the maps. I mean, there's plenty of space on the two maps that we have that are just barren landscapes. One of my guys, Chuckles, he would like to see underground network system of some kind that's completely pitch black. Another part of my group wants to see maybe having the mini hydroelectric electric dams to be functional and actually have maybe the town lights be working if you can fix it.
It's funny you should mention that.
Because I know there's mods that actually have that in there, but with those are resource hogs and they cause some lag, and you got to be really program that in.
What about the dams per the cities? So you have to get the dam working to make the city lights come on. Boom. It's a win-win situation.
That was. Yeah, because if you control the town and the lights are working at night, then nighttime operations are going to be kind of, a little hard to do now.
Yeah. It's funny you should mention that, because when I was developing for New Dawn, Dumpgra and I had a concept. We wanted to work on an idea where we would do exactly that. You would have to repair a like a power station or something like that to power the lights on a town, so you could like take it over and stuff like that. We wanted to do that, but at the time we didn't really have too much of the knowledge to do so. So it's really nice to see that other people are in the same mindset of like, it'd be really cool to have something like this, especially in vanilla. It gives people something more to do than just, go to Tizzy, get the best gear, build a base somewhere, and then what else is it there? Like, why can't you take over Zelenogorsk or Cherno or Electro, or even just one of the little towns with like a few flickering lights and shit like that? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, because my guy Meeseeks, he has his own server called Beginning of the End on Xbox. He has made it possible to where he has a heat map that knows how many people are in a certain town, and what he does is he updates the server where, say, for example, we're in Electro, and there's like a couple other groups in Electro. The various smokestacks in the city will actually produce smoke, and
that's pretty cool.
In town.
That is pretty nice.
Yeah,
it's the little things, man.
It's that small little detail that he does that makes it feel like the town is
alive,
that it's being lived in.
Live, yeah. I think that's something that DayZ, especially the vanilla, especially for the console community, needs, is like, it just needs more life added to the maps. You know what I mean? Like, even that simple bird mod that was on XDK, like that was sweet, man. Like things like that, And I think another thing that vanilla needs is like more options for storage, because
I was saying this the other day.
Yeah,
it's like what are vanilla players meant to do? Just keep making wooden crates? Like
that's
you can only fit like one gun in it. Like,
we have a base on vanilla, and we must have nearly 12 crates, maybe more. Yeah. We made one of those. Remember those little shelter tents they brought in? We have a leather, not leather, but like I can't think of the material. But one of those tents, and we have another tent, and it's just like, takes up so much space. It's one thing I've even saying in that server is like, there's no real even PC mods out there that are vanilla base building.
Yes.
Desperately needed.
Definitely.
Those mods that have like lockers where you can put clothes in them. With the items inside. Those are so cool. That'd be so cool if like vanilla brought like a coat rack or something in where you build it out of wood, put your jacket on it or something. I don't know.
That was my dream, was to make a more realistic storage mod, so it's not all stuff you'd buy at bloody the local army disposal store or IKEA or something like that. But there's a few items out there. I think it's Mass's gun rack, which you carve with the wooded slots, and it just looks nice and realistic, like something a survivor would make.
The apocalypse.
Because Mass, he had the gun rack, and he also had a dresser as well, which he got it so you could only put clothes in the dresser.
That's actually kind of
what's funny is that for quite a while, I'm not too sure if it was ever fixed, but you could attach a bag to the dresser, which is fucking fantastic, and you can store stuff in that bag until a server restarts and it wipes it.
Yeah.
It wipes everything in the bag.
It was the same with, there was a little improvised tent mod, and you could attach a backpack and it would wipe all the contents of the backpack. The backpack is still EV there, but Yeah, we learned that the hard way quite a few times.
Imagine filling a bag full of cash and then restart and it's gone.
Yeah.
You know what also annoys me sometimes on vanilla like servers is the fact that you can't put a bag with stuff in it
In a car.
inside of
Yeah.
a car or a storage container or a tent. It's like,
Yep.
that'd be so cool if you could just keep items in a bag in a storage thing.
Because you can technically do it with like a protective case and put it inside of a bag.
Yeah.
But I could see like, you know, for like gameplay purposes, you know,
Right.
bouncing, that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, that's very true.
They need to have two options, because the problem is, yeah, I remember back in the early days of DayZ, you know, there was the infamous flare gun glitch where you could actually put a weapon inside a flare gun. And people used to run around with a dozen flare guns on them, with guns actually inside the flare guns. Yep, that was actually a thing, lad. And because it was basically, you know, it was taking up less space, and you could have so many guns on you. So the problem with backpacks is when you put them into your storage, the amount of slots it actually takes up is smaller than what the item holds. So the way that they can work around that is have a folded state for a backpack. That if you're carrying a spare backpack for someone, and then if you don't fold the backpack, it goes into your storage at the same amount of slots as the item that as it will hold. Would be a simple way around it, and then just do whatever they need to allow it to be like a protector case or a crate. So yeah,
You're a genius, Boydie. That is, man, that's
Hitting us with those facts.
yeah.
but yeah, I'm surprised you guys hadn't heard about the flare gun glitch that everyone used to do.
Never knew that, no.
Old
Yeah.
man Bodie at it again.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, man, I used to run around with a dozen flare guns on me with guns inside them, and because that was back in the days before you could even spawn items in. And we all learnt about that one pretty quick when we were doing events or needing to take guns to our friends, and you'd just pop out a dozen flare guns, and there was AKs and M4s and everything else stored inside these flare guns.
What is this fucking game, man?
It's anything you want it to be.
You heard it first. Boydie's a glitcher. Boydie used to glitch.
Fuck's sake.
I know Spud on DDU modified the vehicle so that you could actually attach a backpack to the vehicle, added an extra slot to it, and that worked quite well. So it was only one backpack, but it was basically just like attaching a barrel. You could attach the backpack to the vehicle, and it gave you extra storage on your vehicle as well, which is pretty cool. Also,
like
good.
the truck does with like barrels and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, I like that idea.
Those DDU servers are great, man. They're like vanilla light server. It was super fun as far as like the content that they had. It was just, they needed to wipe. But other than that, I mean, the attention to the small details, like the little dyes, the spray paints, you change the color of your clothes, and I don't know, it was just fun, simple,
Yeah. And if there's a modder listening out there who's bored and has nothing to do, make a mod that is like vanilla. I don't know what you call it, vanilla enhanced mod or something like that. You could call it, and it does some quality of life tweaks, but then also like you could make like vanilla storage and vanilla clothing if you wanted to as well. Just have this one big mod, and then easy.
I got you, Marks.
As I say that without having any idea.
We'll call it the Marx's Essentials Pack.
There you go.
Marx DayZ Essentials.
And animation procrastination. Yes, I do remember driving on the bottom of the ocean around Prison Island.
I remember that as well. Yeah, that was fun. We done that with. Was it a bus?
Oh,
it was the easiest way to get to it. You could just drive the bus literally on the floor of the ocean, straight up to Prison Island, all hop out, loot it, drive back in, and drive off again.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Now, we should probably start talking about the big update, folks.
Yes.
There was an update?
Yeah, I think so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, smart. You made a video on it, remember?
News to
It was
me.
that big.
So 1.16, guys, what do you think?
I haven't really played enough of it to get much of an opinion, apart from I think Infected have been buffed, and the
100%.
bleed rate has been increased. Because
Increased,
holy
yeah.
shit!
Mm-hmm.
Well, the big thing that everyone's talking about is the Bison. A 380 SMG with a 64 round mag. I watched Wobo's video on it. So pretty much, if you're a fan of the 380 SMGs, you've got the choice of the Scorpion with its insane rate of fire, or the Bison with its slower rate of fire, but the ability to have all of those attachments on it for the scope, and the massive 64 round mag. Which Prestige, I watched your video as well, buddy. It is not the biggest magazine in the game. The biggest magazine in the game is a 75 round drum mag. Naughty boy, naughty boy.
Second biggest.
Yeah, Steve.
Close.
That triggered me so much.
He's the dislike. Dislike his video.
Dislike. Negative comment.
I genuinely think more people were hyped about the alarm clock and what that could be used for than they were about the Bison itself.
Oh,
Yeah. It was a confusing item. It's like at face value, you go, okay, so yeah, an alarm clock. I didn't know we needed an alarm clock, but it has to be something that is going to have a future purpose down the line. Plus, I'm imagining, and later Nyxis, you guys might be able to confirm, it's potentially added an interesting mechanic that modders might be able to play with as well.
Base defense.
A timer in the game.
Little timer.
Honestly, fuck knows. The addition of the alarm clock is one of the most pointless things they have added. Seriously, it is just. It says no function. It doesn't aggro infected when the alarm goes off.
Okay, so
You
we
can't
wondered
put it in
about
any
that.
tripwires.
Really cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I tested that on stream.
Like the Call of Duty
Yeah, of course
zombies,
they could
little
be-
monkey. That would be
They're
so
gonna
cool.
fix that probably, to be honest.
I mean, I hope it is a bug. I really hope it is a bug, because if it is a bug and they are supposed to attract infected, cool. That's gonna be a really good tool for your arsenal. But if it's like, no, it's not meant to aggro infected or anything like that, I'm gonna be like, well, what the fuck is the point in this? I'm actually gonna. I'm actually going to check the scripts for.
Because I've already seen videos that they do draw their attention, like they'll look in that general direction of where the alarm clock is going, but they're just not going towards it physically.
Yeah.
Oh, so I need to like actually aggro to it.
I threw the alarm clock while it was ringing at a zombie. It looked at me as if I was dumb. I've never been so insulted by a zombie in my life, but it just looked at me as if I was on drugs or something.
Now, I
Just
saw
because it popped up.
King 1, you said there 1.16 equals lackluster, but we kind of knew it was going to be. Last year when we had Scotty on for the Christmas show, they talked about the first update of the year was going to be basically more about the mechanics behind the game, and so on. So yeah, I describe that as the vegetable update, not because of the mental state of anyone, but when it comes to eating your dinner, you always prefer your meat and your meat and your veg, and everyone usually enjoys their meat more unless you're a vegan. But the vegetables, you have to eat them. They're essential. They might be kind of bland, especially if they're fucking Brussels sprouts and broad beans. I hate those too. But you got to eat your veggies, folks. You might not enjoy them as much, but you've got to have your veggies. And this was a nice vegetable update. That was just about some work on the background of the game. I was actually surprised we got a gun. I wasn't expecting anything really at all based on what Scotty has said. So the fact that it's not another, 5.56, 7.62 death-dealing machine,
I
was happy about.
I think a lot of people were happy that it wasn't a 5.56 gun and it wasn't SMG. The only thing is, this SMG seems to be the hardest weapon in the game to find at the moment.
Really?
It's like
There's like a handful of people that have found it.
It's like a tier 4, tier 5 spawn.
I played for 4.5 hours the other day on release. I didn't find it once. I found a mag for it near the end, and and that was it.
And that's just purely vanilla, right? Like just
Yeah,
straight vanilla.
experimental. Yeah.
So
Official
that's probably
experimental.
something that like private server owners, even on Xbox, could change the spawner
Oh
to
yeah,
those,
yeah.
right?
On
Yeah.
Xbox, we get N4s and stuff spawning in
Yeah.
regularly on like military zones near the coast.
Yeah.
So it is possible to have it spawn in somewhere else.
It's weird though that it is such a high tier weapon. If it is a high tier weapon, I think it might be bugged, but like it's 380 ammo. It's not going to like the Scorpion's still better than it. So I mean, putting it in a tier 4,
Hang about.
tier 5 area.
Got to stop here.
You know,
Shug Dog, you got the okay. So everyone who received a gift from me from the Christmas show, I actually added a thing of Vegemite for everyone. So Shug Dog, you
God, that's
oh
disgusting.
god,
you need to look online, mate. There's a certain way to eat Vegemite. Everyone seems to think that you eat Vegemite by the spoonful because of all the challenge videos. That's not how you eat it. Yeah, there's an art to Vegemite and how to smear it. And once you're used to Vegemite, I could go grab a spoonful of it now, and it's a bit salty, but yeah, it's an amazing thing. I wanted to send everyone a little bit of Australiana with their thing, but I wanted to get back to the update. Now, I remember years ago when they added the internal organs to DayZ, and there was a comment in the feed in the patch notes that hitting the back of players' heads would hit the brain instead of the head. So, are internal organs still in the game?
Yeah.
tell ya.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's still in the game. It's one of the core parts of like your character, your player, is the internal organs.
Derlef saying brain is, but none of the others.
I'm pretty sure the others are, Derlef.
I'm pretty sure the internal organs is because I got shot in the heart and immediately dropped.
Yeah, and when like if there's like a kill feed
that would make sense.
on the server, like doesn't it say like if you get a headshot, doesn't it say like somebody got shot in the brain instead of the head?
I don't know. I never have kill feeds enabled.
Yeah.
That would actually make sense to what you just said there, Rath. I never thought of it like that, but if you do get shot in the area of the heart, you will instantly knock unconscious, but sometimes you will get shot in like the back or something and you won't go unconscious. I wonder, has that got to do with like it hitting an internal organ or a vital internal organ and it's making you drop?
That's interesting.
That's actually, yeah.
Because I've been hit with like a 308 within like what they call the lethal parameters, like in the arm, and get knocked out, flashing health. But if I get shot in the chest with it, I'm dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they simplified it from alpha to beta and then to full release. But they not the internal organs, as far as I'm aware at least, they are still in. I think in logs it is just classes like chest or whatever, but I'm pretty sure they are still in because you don't really see logs for hit and brain or anything like that, just head.
So do you think they actually like do anything though? Like
yeah, dude.
Do they have a
use? Yeah, it's kind of like determines like the overall. Like I said, as far as I'm aware, like your overall health of your character, like you get shot in the lower abdomen, yeah, you're going to take some pretty decent health, like a health hit, but you get shot in the heart area, you're fucking dead, like, easily. But I mean, I could be wrong. I really could be wrong. But
Spud saying you do get brain hits in the logs.
Fair dues. Okay, I was my mistake there. My apologies.
But there was some good little finds in here, and you can see that it was a really good vegetable update. Some of the things like I saw about infected were able to climb fences that have barbed wire on the top of them. So yeah, we can't, and you'd imagine they'd get caught up in it. So now no one can. I saw one there about it was possible to survive without food at all by only drinking. So hats off to whoever cracked that one.
We've known about that since 1.15 was released. Because just as long as you had yellow or above water, you wouldn't lose health at all. If you're a flash in red food. So it seemed like to be a bug. So I was glad they fixed it.
I know there's another bug with this update. that I've noticed, at least for console side, is we have the radial hotbar system for the console side.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before this update, and I hope it's a bug and not intentional, you could still move and select what you needed before this update. Now, when you go to your hotbar, you stop moving entirely.
Yeah, it is. I'm nearly certain. I saw someone comment on my video saying that they mentioned in the Xbox updates that at the very bottom where it says known issues, that it is an issue.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
it seems to be a bug, so it should be fixed.
It's pretty game breaking.
There's some really good solid fixes in here, though, like these two I've just highlighted. And the pickaxe can now be used to bury things and bodies. Anyone who's ever used a pickaxe has got two sides. One's the pick and the other part's more like a shovel. So you would be able to bury. Duct tape can now be used to craft a splint. Just some really good solid things that, kind of annoyed you beforehand, didn't they? I was like, but I would be able to do that. And now they're fixing it. So, yeah.
Yeah, they put a couple of, I think it was 6 recommendations from Asmondian on his quality of life lists that he's done. They put 6 of them into this update as well. So the duct tape was one of his. Seeing the parts of a vehicle while you're actually driving, sitting in the vehicle, doesn't happen anymore now and stuff like that. It's great.
Still wish you could access your inventory if you're in the passenger side of the car.
Yeah, I kind of wish you
would
could
like
do
that.
that. To be fair.
Mm-hmm. I heard somebody say on console.
I don't know. I think that should be customized. Like the Arda, if you're in the Arda, you can get into the boot because there is no boot. It's just behind the back seat. Whereas if you're in the Olga or the Saka or those sorts of vehicles, you can only access the contents by getting out of the vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Access your contents, like your personal inventory, not the car's
Ah,
inventory.
yeah, definitely. That's a good one there. Bloody hands no longer make the character sick while drinking from containers.
Which also makes sense.
A lot of people were happy with that. Apparently that was a big issue. Especially on console. Apparently it was a massive issue.
And there's the big one. Marks.
No. Can I say something beforehand? Because I got this on Reddit as well.
Yeah.
That point wasn't in the original patch notes. On day one, when they first released, they didn't come in. When Sumrak mentioned it on his stream, and he was like, "Was this in the patch notes?" He looked at it and he went, "Oh no, that was oversighted." So that was added in like the following day or something like that. So,
you know what I'm happiest about though is when we talked about this whole thing a while back with Old Mate's video, and the amount of comments I got, go cry about it. Well, who's crying now, bitches? Is that petty of me, Mark? Is that petty?
No. Because it's true. It's true. You go to the comment section now, all the third person PvPers are absolutely having a fit. But they don't realize that as far as I know, it can be re-enabled in server settings. So they're kind of crying about nothing because you can turn it on or off if you want.
It's kind of, if that's the truth.
I'm nearly certain that was the truth. I know I got that from Reddit. Hang on, give me a second.
If that is the case, then it's just the same. Like it's the same thing with the blood effects. Really, it's like if it can be toggled on, then
I've got no issue with that either. If servers want to turn it on, they can have it turned on. But by default, on a vanilla server, like someone shared a fucking a video. It was just a little GIF of this guy actually kind of reenacting what these characters do IRL, and it looked so fucking...
there was Amish... Was the Amish Z video?
The Amish Z video, where he's talking about the meme thing was good, but it might have even been him again. But it just showed this guy holding a gun and then doing this wiggle dance, and it just looked... Oh, my fucking God. And it's a legitimate play style if you want to do it, but in vanilla DayZ, it didn't have any place at all.
I might be wrong about the leaning thing. I'm nearly certain it said next to it can be re-enabled unless they changed it again, but I could be wrong. But I would assume somebody will make a mod for it and they'll just re-add it, like they did with the what was the shock damage thing. So, but yeah, actually very positive as well that there was a lot of positivity over it. I thought it would have been a shit show, but few angry people, but majority of them quite positive, which is good.
That's it.
But I liked it. It was a good, solid update. Not a massive one. Last year they showed what they're capable of. 2020 was a bit of a write-off because of all the COVID fear and everything like that. 2021 they managed to get back on track, and they said they'd give us 4. I think they gave us 5 updates, and I'm expecting another good, solid year from them. And MDC. We're talking about the turning off of leaning while sprinting, lean aiming. So,
and also on top of like the stuff that they have put in the patch notes and stuff like that, there's quite a few things that have been added in that hasn't been in the patch notes, or stuff that's been referenced. Been a lot of stuff on Twitter going on around about
the yellow helmet.
The CF. Well, yes, there is the helmet, the yellow helmet. I do want to be showing that. Oh, Mr. Nobody UK, I immediately love you. Thank you. The Red 9, the best gun ever. But yeah, so there was the in the types XML, there was stuff referencing the CZ50, the 550. Sorry.
Yes.
So the 550. The model for the gun and the magazines are in the game, but there's just nothing there. Like, there's no config for the gun, there's no config for the mags. But now, there is a config for the mags. And it's a very... Now, I will share my screen. It's a very bare basic config. But... got the 4-round magazine. And you got the 5-round magazine. And it holds, obviously, 4 rounds of 308. And quite frankly, this model looks very nice. I like it. And then you got the 10-round magazine, which is obviously also 308.
Can I make a proposition that I just thought of?
What?
Do you think, by any crazy circumstance, that this rifle could be 338, the Pua?
No.
They're going to add a new ammo type.
No. In the config, it's 308.
Ah, getting my hopes up. God fucking damn it.
Get fucked.
What gun is that?
It's the CZ5.
What does it look like? Is it in game already?
No.
I can get
There's
you
no
a picture of it. Hang on.
No wonder
There's
I don't
no
know what it is.
config.
I
I
have
did
no
a Google
clue what that
search
is.
on what the gun looks like. It kind of resembles the Tundra, just add a mag to it.
It's on the
okay.
Trello website. Hang on, I'll
Nice.
link it in Twitch chat. Give me a second.
That's cool.
It was one of the guns that was never it
Here
was
it is.
kind of teased, but it was never released. Same with the Bison.
It does. You are right there, Raz. It does look pretty much like a Winchester, but or the Tundra, but with a mag.
And anybody who's been keeping up with the lore videos will know exactly what this is.
I'll call that a target.
So it's I would see. I think if they were going to add that rifle, they would change it so it wouldn't look like that, because that resembles too much of a Tundra. And I know if they add that in, people are just going to fuss because they're two very similar guns.
The model's not ready. That's all.
Oh yeah, of course, yes. That's why I'd be thinking maybe they'd probably. But do you think they'd make something a bit more tactical? With
No.
and stuff?
Well, the model's not ready because the bottom part of the gun where the magazine would go, it's full. It's got a plate on it. So the only way that would be ready now is if it was like bullet fed, kind of similar to a Mosin or the Tundra, which would just be pointless because then it would just be like, oh well,
It's literally just a Tundra.
I can literally just use a Tundra. So the model is not quite there yet from just looking at it as a proxy. Obviously, when you look at the weapon as a proxy, you can't see the rest of the details. Like, the different LODs, the geometry, memory, shit like that. So, But in terms of memory, since MDC is saying like he's got it working, I would assume that that's all done. It's just little few things here and there. Plus, there's the animations that need to be redone. Since
I'd assume it couldn't be far off a Tundra's animations, right?
well,
or a CR527's
I was just
animations.
about to say a CR527. Yeah, I would imagine it'd be something similar to that because the Scout uses
because
similar
doesn't the-
animations.
Doesn't the Pioneer and the CR use the same animations for reloading?
Roughly, yeah. So, well, that's it. So it's not quite there yet. But I'm looking forward to it. I think it's about time that they have
You do need a new sniper rifle anyway.
yeah, especially something more civilian related. I think that'll I think that'll come in 117 or maybe 118, depending on how it'll go. Really.
And I wouldn't be
Just
surprised if they
sorry,
added
just a
new
quick
stuff
update,
for it.
guys. Ghoulzy has been packed again on Discord, so if you get any invites from him, it's literally just happened. I had a message come through about 6 minutes ago with one of those dodgy gifts for the new year, Nitro for 3 months. So don't click on any. Don't ever click on links from people where it's saying that it's giving you 3 months free Nitro or anything like that.
I was just going to say, did you remove him from any roles? That he
Yeah,
was in
I just kicked moderator.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Just to be on the safe side, because we don't want to
Yeah.
have someone take down the Discord like that. Yeah, I'd love a new hunting rifle. Maybe, do you think maybe new hunting rifle equals bipod return?
No, the
can hope.
CR550 has no.
Yeah, it doesn't look
bipod
like it has
support.
the attachment. Yeah, but you never know. They could
Yeah.
update the model.
Maybe
That's true, Mike. That's true.
Maybe black.
Anything would have been better
Yeah,
than a
maybe
tier
not.
4 380 caliber.
And I have to put my 2 cents on that 380 caliber. If they're going to be using 380 caliber for that weapon, it needs to be like maybe mid tier, because 380 rarely spawns in when you start going farther out.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's true.
Apparently, Scale Speeder said 5 of them spawn in the map in total. So there has to be. It seems like it's broken, right? Because I remember when Experimental dropped with the M16 and stuff like that. You could find an M16 bloody everywhere, because they brought it out for testing. But with this, it seems impossible to find. Like, I went to Tissy and Northwest Airfield and I couldn't find one to save my life. So I don't know. Might be Toxic Zone.
I wouldn't be too surprised if they put it in the toxic zones, because 380 rounds are more of level 1 players, tier 1 players, so, tier 5 players, because people will immediately drop that ammo when they get something a whole lot better than something with 380.
I love the Cobra scope. I love that Cobra scope. It is so sexy.
I prefer iron sights any day over all those AK sights. They're god awful.
The night vision scope on there just makes it look.
The night vision
types
scope
better.
is bloody bigger than the actual gun itself. Kind of funny.
Imagine if you actually killed somebody with a night vision scope with a 380 round, and how pissed they would be.
I hope for
Yeah.
that challenge.
Snipe someone with a Scorpion 400-meter headshot with a 380
Yeah.
round.
Instantly gets banned for cheating. DanceofJesus just said, by the way, it's just out there, the devs did say they probably won't add other calibers or not many more, because then it becomes a nightmare to find ammo for the gun you need. Look at the heavily modded servers, there's tons of new weapons. You can't get the correct ammo unless
People
you go to
already
True.
complain. Like I was joking the other day. I was on a server playing, and I said, "What have I got? 3 different types of ammo, and not a gun that fits either of them already." And yeah, when you start adding in all these extra ammo types, it becomes and that's the way it would be IRL. But as a playability mechanic, you've got to be careful with how much you add. Otherwise, it can become a shot.
Yeah, it makes sense when you actually do it like that. It would be nice to add it would be nice to have like a new caliber, but like not one that's common. Like for example, like I was saying with that sniper, something like a 338 or something big, but only spawns very, very rarely, you know, and you have to get incredibly lucky. You just find it at a heli crash or in the toxic zone or something. Would be cool.
Yeah.
You know, just go around one tapping players. It'd be funny.
Marks wants his 50 BMG round.
Imagine getting a BMG in vanilla. Holy fuck.
I think, man, what was his name? What's this YouTuber's name? The Karma Crew guy, the YouTuber. What's his name?
Minder. Tope
Yeah,
Wreck.
Minder. Yeah, he made a video about like similar idea, but it is a modded weapon. It's the Chaytak.
Yeah.
The M300, and that like on his servers, like that's the rare gun.
Why do people love the Shaytak so much? It's an awful gun.
It's because it's more because it's probably like a one-hit kill. It's like easy gun to use.
Yeah,
true.
Looks cool too. At least I think so.
Right. The only thing that I like about this gun, well, two things. One, how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
Two, the animations. Everything about this gun is shit. Like I don't like this. Maybe if they put this in like tier 2 and tier 3 militaries, I would be like, right, okay, this is fair enough, because around that time, and you know, you've got most likely plenty of 380, you can find it easily. But in tier 4s, what the, like?
Yeah, it's a bit.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
You just reminded me.
Yeah, sure.
You just remind me, I've got a story about the Scorpion. When I was on my holiday in Russia, we saw a couple of security guards and they were going to an ATM in one of the Russian cities, and one of them had a Scorpion. And my son actually had to grab me and say, "Dad, you're freaking them the fuck out," because I'm sitting there fanboying over seeing a Scorpion IRL, and I'm staring at this guy, and this guy's staring back at me, and he's got the Scorpion in his hands, and he's just kind of looking at me like, "What the fuck are you staring at me so intently for?" Right when they're doing a cash transaction, and I'm just like, he's got to. I wonder if I went over there and talked to him, and would he let me play with it? Yeah.
Oh, he would immediately slam to the ground. No doubt.
He'd let you play with his bullets. They'd be in your chest.
Did that not do anything to those infected?
I think he had it, something turned off. It works well. I mean, it's like a 2-3 shot kill per zombie.
Yeah, 380 is a pretty decent damaging gun when it comes to the infected.
I was going to say if
Jesus Christ,
if it had the same RPM as the Scorpion does now, that gun would be a monster. And I was kind of hoping that it would at first when we first saw the picture of it. I was like, oh, if this is 900 rounds per second or whatever per minute, it'd be nuts. But it's 600. So.
Yeah, if they just increase the rate of fire maybe a tad bit so it can compete with the Scorpion, then I would see it being a good gun.
Well, I don't know much about the PP-19, but I'm pretty sure that the rate of fire is accurate to the real-life counterpart.
Yeah, Derek just said IRL is about between 650 700 RPM. So
I just want my rack back. I miss the rack.
I just want me fucking
I
red
never
diamond,
ever picked it up when we had it, and now that it's gone, I miss it.
I would like a rack as well.
It's usually how it goes, isn't it?
Yep, it is.
I do like those animations. They're so clean.
Yeah, even the reload animation's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
A mag and a half in the suppressors ruined. Holy shit.
Suppressors are so weak in this game.
They're so bad, yes.
Like, it's 4 shots with a 5.56 to ruin a bottle suppressor.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's a bottle suppressor. Yeah, it's gonna ruin quick.
Yeah. Oh, actually, speaking of the bottle suppressor,
how many rounds do you think it would take?
Did any of you notice now when you actually ruin a bottle suppressor, it doesn't do the ruin? Like, it doesn't change to its
ruin state?
Ruin state anymore, yeah.
That's got to be a bug.
Kind of the way
For real?
Yeah, I might have to report that one.
Is that in just 1.16? Or has that been...
No, it's in 1.15 at the moment. Yeah, I don't know how long it's been in, but I've noticed it quite a bit that it doesn't go to the ruin state anymore.
I remember back in 1.5, 0.15, it did go to the ruin state, where it just spread out like a flower.
It might be some weapons then it's not doing it with, but I think with pistols and stuff it doesn't do.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
What?
Shouldn't have done that. I'll try that again. Just bear with everyone. I'll just relaunch that because there is something I want to show. So in 1.15, obviously, when you use the editor or the offline client, you can load in the weapons that aren't available. You can still like hold them. The animations are fucked, but you can't use them at all. So like I said, you know, the guns, all the old guns, they're in a state of they're in a bad state, to say the least. But with this update, something I noticed as well. Some of them, and I don't know if it's just to do with the editor, with 1.16, obviously experimental, some mods will not work as expected. But what I want to show is something to do with the P1 pistol, the MP153 even, and what was the other one? The Longhorn. All of these guns you can't reload, so I can only show you this once, okay?
You're not streaming at the moment, mate.
Oh shit, am I not? Okay. What's the DayZ?
Oh, there's an...
Delay me.
thing looks nuts.
Not yet, Eric. We'll get to him.
So as you can see, the gun's not in a good state right now. Things aren't working as intended. But you can shoot them now.
Okay.
Which is no animations. Not really. But like I said, you can't reload them, you can't do anything. In fact, nothing happens at all. And you'll see with the animation, the hand's in the wrong area. But it's a good start in the right direction. Now the second one is the Longhorn.
Oh, I missed the Longhorn. Oh.
No actual gun animations, but you can shoot the gun and shit like that. And then this thing is my favorite because it's completely fucked. Look at that fucking thing. It's so broken. But animations are kind of getting there.
So do you think...
there's some actual progress going on with these old guns, which is great.
So you think they're working on them?
Yeah, I mean, it's
that's what you're
fucked.
saying? They're working on it?
Yeah, they're still working on these old guns. It's just something I noticed with this version compared to the 1.15 when I was using the editor. Again, take all of this with a grain of salt, but I'm just showing it because it's something that I noticed. So there's other weapons that I did try, like the rack. But unfortunately...
Well, that's a cool gun. The rack. That's cool. Is it a little SMG or what? What is that?
Yeah, SMG 5380 ammo as well.
That's cool. I like that.
It's a nice looking gun.
Go on, bring out your baby. Bring out the Red 9.
I can't.
They're trolling
There's
you.
no config for it. There's nothing for it. I can only look at the buttstock. I can only that's the only thing I can look at and be like, soon, my baby.
Soon.
Soon. You will be mine.
The Red 9 is a pistol, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a internally fed 9mm pistol.
Cool. Yeah, they need more of those like low tier guns, in my opinion.
They really do.
Like the Longhorn and stuff.
They absolutely do. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the things that I've been asking for a while, and hopefully in the next couple of updates they don't, because they do. Sorry, because if they don't, I'm not gonna be a happy lad. I want me Red 9 back. DayZ devs, if you're listening, fuck your bug fixes, fuck everything like that. Prioritize that. I keep saying it every single time. Do it, and if you don't, you're shit.
All right, let's get a petition going. Need the Red 9 back.
Oh, dear.
They know.
Get
They
lost.
know.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, damn right. The fucking know. Oh, don't shut up about it. But yeah, so really, some really interesting things being found. Some things slipped under the radar, added, like the helmet. I do theorize that they are going to bring in more items relevant to the lore videos and the trailers that we have had in the past. The yellow helmet is just one prime example.
So we need to keep an eye out in when 116 video comes out and see if there's anything in the background or, things that, like, maybe there's a weapon on a table or something that, or a bit of clothing or something that could, tease us that way.
Yeah.
Zoom in. Enhance.
But, can you link this,
In June of
whatever.
2021, this rifle is over 100 years old. Anyway, to show you that it works.
Oh.
Perfectly fine rifle. Now we're going to take the only tools that we have in game to make the improvised suppressor: a bottle of water and a roll of duct tape. We're going to see if this works.
I really want to make, it's for airsoft, but I want to make a bottle suppressor for airsoft, do it the same way DayZ has. I want to build an M4, a spec DayZ M4 for airsoft with the bottle suppressor and everything on it, just to have it, just so I can
That would be so cool.
brag. So I'm still thinking of actually doing it.
You should, man. That's cool.
So I think we're just going to go
Might do it soon.
Airsoft is fun, man.
It
Yeah,
really is.
I have some spare M4s lying around I could
There you
throw
go.
one
Takes a
together.
little bit longer in real life.
Maybe do like a DIY video while you're at it.
Might
Show
do.
the process.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is definitely going to work. Yeah. That is solid.
I love his face. Like he fucking knows.
There's people driving by looking, what the fuck is he doing? I'm going to do my best to at least get this kind of lined up straight.
My son has told me that I am not allowed to put a bottle suppressor on his Mosins.
I know you're...
Oh, you got it. That'd be such a good video.
And he made the comment about fucking Spurglord DayZ players.
There you have it. She ain't very straight.
Oh,
but it doesn't
jeez.
matter.
That
She
is
won't anyway.
janky.
As you saw, I loaded 5 rounds, and we've
my.
got 3
This is
left.
gonna work.
Let's just do this and get it over with.
That's about as straight as a roundabout.
That looks so silly.
It's like, see, Max? See?
Oh
Hey,
dear.
I'll be happy with my 4 shots. So
See? We can
Hey,
push this to be
Carl
after
from The
this if
Walking
you want
Dead
to.
had a pistol suppressor, duct tape
Well,
bottle suppressor on his pistol.
I have no idea where that went. There it is. Stay.
wow, that's
As
very
we
funny.
all knew it was going to happen, I think blew right off. There was absolutely
great.
zero sound suppression. None
All
at
right,
all.
we're gonna get out 117 nerfed bottle
Why I still
suppressors.
have my earplugs in.
Oh gosh.
Use them while you can.
Stop yelling.
Yeah,
at
He
me.
man.
changes the model so when it's ruined,
Well,
it's hanging off.
it's interesting because I did see a comment earlier about how we need the oil filter suppressors. And oil
Yes.
filters have been an item in the game from memory, haven't they?
There was more to oil, but never oil filters.
No, I think I'm getting confused with Scum. Scum has them. So yeah, there you go. There's the bottle suppressor on a Mosin.
Could you imagine an oil filter suppressor on a Makarov? Be bigger than the gun.
A what? A what?
On the IJ. An
A
oil,
what
an
kind of
oil,
suppressor?
an oil filter.
Oh, that would be. How would you even see?
Modders do it. Hurry up.
No, fuck off.
You don't
Come on.
get fire.
Oh.
That'd be terrible.
Oh, lordy lord.
But yeah,
Overall, it was a pretty
Good
solid
updates.
solid update, yeah.
Overall, yes. I mean, I'm really, like I said, I mean, whatever think about the content that's been added, the fixes and the modding related stuff and everything like that is fantastic. So keep it up, and hopefully the issues that really need to be sorted out does. Cars, as always. I'm surprised. I will say I haven't seen as many cars related comments lately.
Oh, speaking of that, we were on the official, and it was like half hour before server restart, and we were driving around in the car. This thing was bouncing.
Oh, yes.
And I think it is because, if I'm not mistaken, the official servers have like a 6-hour restart or something like that. Might be longer. I think it used to be like 12 hours or something, wasn't it, where they restarted every 12 hours or something. But I think the official servers need to be on a constant 4-hour restart just to keep them, up to date and, just kind of flowing better. I think it would make a big difference.
That is true. Yeah.
Oh, everyone, you need to fucking watch this video.
This I saw on Twitter first as the most DayZ clip ever. If you have not seen this, prepare yourself for... You've got to watch the background. If you miss it, you won't miss what happens. But I'll show you what happened in the background.
Let's see.
See it.
There it is.
Oh, God.
No way. No way.
That guy must be.
Now,
No.
if you're watching the background, there, see them? All the cars go flying.
Yeah.
Yeah. The collide. Or whatever happens, and just... That's brilliant.
I like how I just looked over his shoulders like, did that really happen?
Yeah,
So funny.
and that
Yeah,
is
it's 3 cars taking off.
that
yeah.
you couldn't make that happen. That's just DayZ being fucking DayZ.
Yeah.
I thought that when I saw that was absolutely fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Three
Legendary.
cars just go flying in the sky, and one of them, unfortunately, or fortunately, lands on old mate, and that was just absolute gold when I saw it. I couldn't stop laughing. Absolutely fucking hilarious. The other thing that had
this
me
man's
laughing
shirt.
was our boy Amish Zed.
Oh,
Like
yes.
Amish Zed.
He also uploaded
Easy
this video to
Twitter
his YouTube
Oh, yeah, that
as
was
well.
horrible.
Hello, everyone. It's me, the DayZ Twitter feed. I am so excited to be here with you guys today. We are hard at work on the 2022 roadmap, I promise you. Until that's ready, I wanted to show you guys a meme that we made. What do you think about this, guys? Yes, you, sir, over there.
You guys should add airdrops to the map. That would make PvP hot zones.
Well, we're actually here to talk about the meme that I made. Besides, we have helicopter crash sites in DayZ, so I think that's kind of what you're looking at. Does anybody want to, maybe comment on the meme or maybe make a caption for it?
People even still play this janky-ass game?
Yeah, they actually do play the game. I mean, we have a higher player count than Battlefield 2042 at the moment, so...
Can you give me an LMG and 1.16 ATT?
Well, I don't know what an ATT is. I mean, can we get back to talking about the meme, guys? Maybe if we pick somebody we know. Spaggy, man, you're in the back. Can you ask us a question?
Gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. I have a very important question to ask you. What's about Xbox? Cheers, and cheerio.
Wow, Spaggy, I did not think that your voice sounded like that at all. That is a curveball right there. Yes, you, sir, over there.
Please, they're zombies.
Well, first off, they're not zombies, they're infected. And second off, you want us to take our hardcore survival game and make it easier.
You don't understand. They killed me and ate me.
Well, Yeah, they're zombies. That's kind of what they do.
I thought you said that they're not zombies, that they're infected.
Oh, god damn it. Fuck you guys.
Loved it. Loved it.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Really, really good clip. Really, really good clip. It's nice seeing little things like that from people. And, I think he took a leaf out of, that's something I would have expected Don Sibley to do. And it's nice to see other people doing stuff like that as well. And yes, he is incredibly skinny, isn't he, Chuckles?
He's a skinny boy. He's a good lad. He's a good lad.
He's a damn fine lad. Him and Cheddar.
Shame Don Sibley's too famous for us now, though.
I know.
I'm offended over the lack of car comments in that video.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fixed cars. More guns. And there was so much he could have added to that, but it was just a good little clip. And yeah, like Mark said, it's on his YouTube. Amish has a great YouTube channel, great stream. He's an all-round nice guy of the DayZ community. And it was, kind of funny. What else did we have here? Okay, so I didn't add it as a topic, but we can't not talk about it. All this shit that's happening with all the servers being attacked. I really don't want to go into it too much.
Okay.
But it would be remiss of us not to talk about it. It's been pretty savage. They've expanded from just going after the high loot PvP style servers, and apparently they're attacking roleplay servers and PvE servers and all the rest of it now. And
What's up with people, man? It's messed up.
It's a power trip.
Yeah.
Let's play the game.
I don't have too much to comment on it. I just don't. I just, the way that I see it is, just don't give them attention. That's it. It's like, to be honest, I don't want to really talk about it. The only thing I will mention is about the petition. The only thing that I did well was publicity, so good on them for that. From what NDC has told me, good news coming, hopefully, soon.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to say anything more than that.
No.
MDC and quite a few people went quite in depth about it. It was a good conversation. But the less said I feel, the better. It's good to obviously be like, yep, this thing is happening. But in the meantime, we can just only wait until the resolution comes. I know a lot of people's been like, oh, we've been waiting over a year and shit like that. And it's like, look, yes, we've been waiting for a long time. But fingers crossed something is coming over the horizon from what I've been told.
Like, you talking about like a fix or?
Pardon?
We're not going to go into it too much. We're not going to go into it too much. The less it's said about it, the better. But people are working on it. People are trying to come up with solutions. So
modders and BI are coming up with solutions. So that's all I want to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
So let's move on to the next topic, I think.
One thing we are going to... Marks, you had a information on an event coming up. I saw you chatting with someone in the Discord.
Oh, yeah. Jesus, yeah, good thing you reminded me of that.
Upcoming events?
Let me get this. Yeah, so they're a duo streamers. Their Twitch is twitch.tv/heyyou video game. I'll link it in chat now. 1 second.
Please do.
Twitch is there, and I'll put it in YouTube as well. That should work. Just copy and paste it or whatever, and it might work. But they're putting on a Stream Sniper Hunt event on the February 5th at 3 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be the two of them. The two streamers are going to be the VIP, and then they have a couple of other streamers that are going to be basically their bodyguards. They're going to be giving out server info, and then they're going to be able to, anybody can join the server from their streams or whatever, try and hunt them down, and you take them out, and if they kill them, they win a $20 gift card. They don't specify what exact gift card it is, but they win a $20 gift card. And the one main rule is that you have to successfully take out the VIP. You need to use VoIP and shout your name before you kill the VIP. The VIP must be able to hear you for it to be considered a successful assassination. I suppose that just gives better confirmation and stuff like that. So they also linked me their Discord. I will link it in both chats now again. So if you want to join the event, there's the Discord to do so. But yeah, that is pretty much it. It actually sounds like a cool enough event. Yeah, I know some other
manhunts are brilliant. Manhunts are a simple event that anyone can organise it. You don't need admin tools. You just try to give people a heads up and tell them to gear up. And then when the event starts, you tell them your location and they can all hunt you. It can be laggy, but they're so easy to do. I used to do them back in the day. Haven't done one in ages. Even before you had the admin tools to spawn gear in, you give people a week to gear up. Set a no fire rule on the day before, so people can really focus on getting their gear, and then start the event off. And it's a nice simple. In this case, it's a stream snipe event by the look of it, which, they're always fun. They're always a lot of fun. If you like your PvP, and is pretty much it's everyone against everyone, because everyone, if you see someone, you want to kill them, because they might have gear you need and they might beat you to the target. So, they're always good fun. Definitely check them out, folks. Definitely check them out.
Yep. Well, be an interesting one. See how it works out, and I hope it works out well for them. And you win $20 if you do kill them successfully as well, so even better.
So I was thinking about what we could be doing more of, and one thing I would like to showcase more of is mods around the game that are coming through, and obviously the communities as well. But this week I wanted to focus on mods, and the mod that's taking everyone by storm right now, Raptor Island.
Yeah,
is that the Dino Z Crisis thing?
Yeah, Dino's Beano.
Right.
There's a couple of different servers out there. The main ones, the most popular ones, are called Green Hell. Are the servers that originally came up with the idea. And insane, absolutely insane. Very fun. You go into with mods, you have to be kind of go into them with a grain of salt, nearly, you could say, or with a pinch of salt. And this one, though, was generally you go into it thinking dinosaurs, how fun will this be? It was genuinely very, very fun, and something truly, truly unique, a completely unique server that I've never played on before.
Custom animations for the creatures.
The custom animations for the creatures, custom sounds. It's on an island. I think it was it Stewart Island or something like that it was called. An island that has never really been used on a server because it didn't really have a purpose.
Right.
And this mod gave it a purpose. An island, dinosaurs on it and stuff like that. It actually kind of made sense. And so you're going into an island that you don't know, going into a mod that you've never played before, teaming up with randoms and stuff like that, and just hoping for the best. And it made for some great kind of stories and PvP and stuff like that.
This sounds really fun.
The good thing with it, Chuckles, I know it's not going to be for everyone. Some people don't want to play DayZ as a fantasy game, but it's showing the animation tools that people are starting to work out, and how to create custom creatures. So,
I must say, I'm nearly certain it sounded like these were based on bears, because from a distance they sounded exactly like bears. The audio has now been updated since I last played it, but in this, if you hear them from a distance, they sound like bears screaming, and that's what I thought it was at first until I walked up and realized it wasn't a bear. But and with these things, they're very dangerous. So they will one tap you unconscious if you're not careful. So you need to, and they'll sometimes they'll even one tap you dead. So you have to be watching your back, and
they fast as well, or
they are quite fast. Yeah, they are very fast. They come sprinting at us, and I'm trying to run away, and I just not possible unless you get on something with a bit of height.
Oh, God.
You're screwed. So Yeah.
I will say, Monks, I didn't like the fact that you totally shot that dude in the back after he helped you out, but, survival first.
Exactly. We needed his gear, and his teammate was dead, so we're like, we'll reunite them at the coast.
I mean, I mean, I haven't watched the video, but I'm pretty sure you said, "Oh yeah, we'll get you to meet up with your team."
Yeah,
fine.
totally. Yeah.
I mean, I haven't tried out this mod or these kind of servers yet. I've been meaning to. I just haven't had the time. But it looks really interesting, and it's really, really cool to see something like that come about. It's completely out of left field.
Totally out of the blue. Yeah.
So I'm really happy with that. I'm actually is it just the one server that's doing it, or is it like multiple?
So there is the Green Hell ones. They've had to open a second server because the first one was full.
Right.
There's a fake day one server out there, so don't join it. That one's usually full as well. It is fake. We had to check the battle metrics and everything like that. And I think Living X Dead now has a server up on it as well.
There's a server just opened in Australia as well, with the Raptor Island.
Yeah, there might be more, but they're the ones I'm aware of. Really cool though, and the slots are like 20 to 30. 30 slots is like the biggest. 20 between 20 and 30 seems to be the sweet spot. But like I've been in queues that were 25 players queues on a 20 slot server. It's just insane. So prepare to wait in the queue if you are going to try these servers out.
Raptors scare the absolute shit out of me. I remember watching fucking Jurassic Park when it first came out, and it scared the living shit out of me. I didn't expect it to be so realistic.
Yeah, it's
I give
pretty
so many props for going after this one with a freaking pipe.
I killed this one with a pipe. I don't know how I done it, but I done it.
Oh wow.
Can you eat them?
That, boy.
Yes, so you can cut them up, but you can only smoke the meat. If you boil it or cook it, it will instantly, well, it won't instantly, but like when it goes from cooking to being cooked, it will instantly burn. So you could technically eat it if you had charcoal tabs, but you have to smoke it.
They're saying this has been fixed.
That's been fixed. Oh, well, that's been fixed. So then, yeah, you can eat it then, yeah. But when we had it, you could only smoke it, so you had to be kind of careful.
Right. Okay, cool.
Dino's doing some amazing stuff in the background. He did all that stuff with Frankie and this, and it's great to see. Great to see.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now this server as well has bloodsuckers on it. So when you get to like an oil rig that's offshore, it has those invisible bloodsuckers that'll just spawn on you out of nowhere and stuff. So it's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm actually really happy you mentioned that you want to focus a bit more on mods. Because there's a couple that I want to quickly talk about.
Well, you can wait. You can get in line. I've got a few more to go.
Okay, fuck me. All right, let's see what you got.
Crates for the base bitches like me.
Right, okay.
I love, and one of the things that's always annoyed me is you can't label your crates in nearly every single mod I've ever seen, unless you get a piece of paper and you attach it to it or something like that. So I like this crates mod. AtomX storage. Storage inspired by Rust. So, they kind of glow and all the rest of it, which might not be to everyone's taste, but I like the fact that you can actually have all the different crates with clothing, explosives, food and drinks, medical armor, and just all these different little items to help inventory your base. So that was one that I saw shared. We're going to get nearly all of these as well. If you've got a mod or you know of a mod that you want to share, we've got a channel in the podcast Discord. Share them in there. We're going to try to get our information from there, folks. So if you've seen something that really stands out, let us know. We want to share them with everyone. And then another one that some guy did.
Yeah, I wonder who this twat is.
Talk us through it, buddy.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, cool. So,
Lad, what did you do?
This mod was one of the first mods I ever made back in 2020. It was literally just a couple of months after I started to learn how to mod. Dumpgra taught me quite a lot of stuff at the start. So I was like, all right, I quite like the nighttime aspect of the game. Really wanted to enhance it without kind of like going against, having bright nights and stuff like that. So I was like, right, I'm going to create my own stuff. Now, the original models, which I am not going to show, were fucking dreadful. Absolutely terrible. And for a long time, it kind of worked. There was a few issues that I didn't really address at the time. And then I got involved in so many other projects, went to Chinaris, XTK, Masters, mods, everything like that. And the mod pretty much died. Well, I recently found out that the mod itself hit 10,000 subscribers on the workshop. So I was like, right, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna redo it. And working with a new workflow, I did just that, which you can see on the workshop itself. The pages of the different items. You'll see exactly what's in. Now, I am going to load the mod because, it's better to show it rather than just talk about it.
Yeah, your screen.
Just give us a second there. Just waiting for the game to boot up.
Patience, buddy. Patience. Patience is key.
Too old for that shit. I want it now.
Oh, okay. Fucking hell. He's going to be demanding cars in a minute. Shit.
Working cars.
Working cars. But, right. Okay. It's booting up now. I also started, and one of the other main reasons I wanted to kind of rework on this mod was I was working on a new texturing workflow. So, for people in chat who'll know, there's two different types of workflows. There's a metal roughness workflow and a specular glossiness workflow. I was previously using the metal rough, but now I'm using the specular. So this gives a really good reason to kind of go into it. Oh yeah, and also all my mods will come with this vibe check mask, and it's kind of mandatory. Doesn't spawn in, it's just something you can have a look at. Anyway, just put all this in. So first off, I'm going to spawn a bag. Let's just get a mountain backpack. Put this on. So the other flashlight uses chem light animations, stuff like that. It's obviously, you'll know kind of just looking at it what design it's based off from. Oh shit. Fuck. Give us a second, sorry. I'm being a pleb. Just spawning a bunch of 9V batteries. And a M4. And a Glock as well. Right. Oh, you're gonna... fuck's sake. Times you...
Professionalism at its finest.
Naturally, yes. Right, I'll just spawn everything in. Sorry, just give us a minute. It's fine, it's fine. So, with the elbow flashlight, because I didn't know how animations and animation sources worked, I kind of had to, I had to create a little bit of a hacky way to go about it. So, I had to devise a flashlight strap, which you would then put on your chem light slot, and then you'd put the elbow flashlight on that. But now, helps if I put it in the actual fucking correct slot. Jesus Christ. Rookie mistakes all around. There you go.
Come on, lad. It's not like we're streaming this or anything.
Shut up.
This
Yeah,
is
so-
kind of cool though.
Yeah, so obviously, like I said, now it goes on the chem light slot. It's kind of more devised for like a civilian type of use. That's kind of like the mentality I had in mind. Put it in your hotbar so you can easily take it out and do whatever you need to do.
Question for you.
Jonathan,
Having
Yes.
used these torches IRL, usually they come with filters in the base of the light. Have you got that, or do you have plans to add filters such as the red filter, which is the most common one, to the game?
I don't have plans for it right now. Maybe in the future. I haven't really thought too much about it, but I know exactly what you mean, because I used to have like a little toy version of something like this when I was a kid, and it had very similar stuff where you could just put in the different lenses and it would do the different colors. So I may do, because red light in DayZ
Exists.
at night actually has, well, it not only does it exist, but it actually has a purpose, especially when you use NVGs. So there's that.
I like that one because you don't have to use a headlamp anymore.
Well, there is that, yeah. So then you have the small flashlight. See here. Very, very, obviously very small flashlight. Nothing really too special about it. Where are you, you little shit? Nothing too special. Kind of like, it's kind of meant for, like, to be in between. Kind of a narrower beam, something a little bit less bright than a normal flashlight. So if you don't have the proper flashlight, you've still got something. It's better than a glow stick, as I would say. So you've got that. And then you've got this big fucking thing.
This is the one I've been wanting to see. Because, when you use these big searchlights, anyone who's ever used them, they fucking light up a long, long way. So I'm curious to see how well DayZ's engine...
So, unfortunately, due to the limitation of the engine, I've had to restrict it to, say, like 100 or so meters away. I did experiment to add it... So if I just zoom out, you can't even see, like, the full effect of it. Well, a fake full effect. But if I actually go to a town, so I'm in Starry right now.
Okay, that's not too bad for out in the field. It wasn't so great, but when you see it here, that's actually that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So obviously, like shadows in DayZ causes heavy performance drops. So I do have not in this, but I do have in the workshop page where it says, it can cause performance issues. I'm thinking of learning JSON files to kind of like disable shadows on it. So if you want something really strong, then you can. But even when shadows are disabled and shit like that, it causes issues with the light and shit like that. So I also, another neat feature. It takes a little while to power down, which I was really happy to get that working.
Nice.
The next thing is the pistol. Now, I'm going to preface this with an epilepsy warning. I'm going to say this right now for the next two flashlights. Okay? So if you are prone to flashing imagery, don't watch from this point on until I'm done. Okay? So, completely new model, shit like that. An actual strobe flashlight. And kind of designed for CQC. And just in case you are wondering about its actual effect. Yes, it is very blinding. And I'm not going to look at that too much because it gives me a fucking headache. So, an actual strobe flashlight, obviously it only goes on pistols for this one. So if you've got that, then you've got something to cover you. And then finally, the M4. And then this big, massive strobe flashlight. And
That's pretty epic.
And this one flashes a bit faster.
Nice.
And again, more of a CQC kind of environment, meant to blind your enemies so you can absolutely go mental on them. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I have in theory with everything with it. People like it, as far as I'm aware. I haven't had any bug reports or anything like that, so I'm fucking over the moon with that. So yeah, so overall I'm really happy with how it turned out. And so yeah, so there is that. I don't have an update coming up soon. But how would I say it? Yeah, so I had another modder get in touch with me, called the Admiral, and he's worked on some really cool stuff himself. He supplied me with a script that allows me to have laser sights, like, well, not a laser sight, but like a laser pointer, to work on the guns as well. And I got that working, so I just need to make a model to get that kind of stuff whittled down. I'm going to restrict it because at later distances, like further distances, it can get a little bit buggy, so I'm going to reduce the laser effect. And it's gave me an idea for weapon mod as well, so got that.
I've got an idea for you with this. One thing I've always wanted, there are actually chem lights, there are actually torches and that are only visible when you're wearing night vision goggles. One that would be cool is if you're going to add laser pointers that you can attach to the weapon, which show you where your weapon is pointed, a laser pointer that's only visible in the infrared or the night vision perspective.
Yeah.
That is epic.
It'd be a rare item, but yeah, that'd be fucking pretty cool.
That would be.
That would be really cool.
Ooh, what about like a thermal night vision goggle too?
So I don't have any plans to work on anything thermal related since DayZ doesn't natively support it. There was a thermal scope mod, and that was released because the original creator created a backdoor for it, and then it was someone took it, scrubbed it clean, put it back up, and it wasn't that good. So I don't have any interest in that.
I couldn't even get it to work on offline mode, so there you
go. All right, bummer. Shoot.
Yeah, but
a couple of suggestions I already met to lad about his thing. If he wanted to make it, especially for the weapon torches, was it would be cool if you could have a keybind, so you could keybind the torch on your gun, so you could turn it, on or off when you wanted to. Because I was talking to him about, I have one for my airsoft rifle where it's you put your finger on a pressure plate. It'll turn the lights on or off, whether you want it. And I think you were saying that you weren't 100% sure of the pressure plates, but a keybind idea or something could be a cool thing to do.
Yeah, so I did originally plan for the strobe light models to have a cable that would connect to a little paddle that would go on the handle of like an M4 or an AK or anything like that. Unfortunately, because I'm trying to think of how would I say, with third party, like other weapon mods and stuff like that, if I did add that, it would just not work properly. The model would clip into the gun itself.
Yeah.
Like the paddle and shit like that. And to be honest, I did not feel like doing a custom selection for every single modded gun out there, so I just thought I'll not have it at all. But I do want to work on learning keybinds and do stuff like that. MDC, is this the one that was cleaned up, or is this something that you made yourself?
Oh, nice.
I'm not talking about this one. I think it was another one.
There's no images attached to it though, so we can't see what it looks like.
The other one I tested, did have like images on Steam and stuff like that, and it didn't.
This isn't the one I'm talking about, MDC. Yeah, I was referencing the other one. I was not aware this one existed, so I do want to try this out. So thanks for letting us.
I
know
just want to
about
do a
that.
quick shout out here.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Reading through it, Spud from DDU for paying for said model. Spud does a little bit in the background, not a little bit, he does quite a bit. I know he's working with someone for something for the Quamer map, a custom animal for it. But, you know, there's a lot of unsung heroes in the community, and Spud's one of them, folks. So,
yeah, I mean, Spud's an absolute... He's a fucking boy. I mean, yeah, sure, he's got DDU, and I can't play on it because...
So he won't make a EU version because he doesn't like us, but, you know, it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, there is that, yeah, but I mean...
It's okay.
Yeah, so he's definitely not afraid of asking for help as well. He's an absolute spot-on lad. Could definitely trust him with anything modding related as far as I'm concerned. So top props to him. Really, really much so.
But yeah, so some interesting stuff out there, folks. And like I said at the start, if you're aware of any other cool mods, Lad, you said you had a few that you wanted to talk about.
Yeah, so I just noticed Cafiana, or Caf, or however the name goes. I can never, I love the latter bits. I can never fucking remember how to pronounce it. I'm terrible with it. He just released a aerial flares mod, which increases the time the flare actually stays in the air from 40 seconds lifetime to 240 seconds. And it stays in the air 3 minutes, depending on... I will link the mod in the chat. Cafina, yeah, that's how it goes. Fucking hell, I'm sorry. You're watching.
I'm not going to lie. I haven't fired a flare since I had to for the update video when they were first released. That's the last that I don't want.
Like, to me, they're useless. So...
yeah, they are kind of useless because they don't stay in the air that long.
Well, that's it, yeah. So, really happy with seeing something like this. He just published it while we were streaming. So, very happy with that. So, hopefully, fingers crossed, it does get used properly. Not repackable, which is fair enough. Pardon me.
One thing I will say, all you modders, we talk about this a lot. Try to get as much artwork as you can in the actual mod when you upload it. Screenshots, a video is fucking awesome. So when people are checking it out,
scroll down,
they can see.
He's got GIFs.
So
he's got GIFs. The first one is obviously vanilla. The second one is the modded. So you'll see actually how it functions, which is really neat. You know, cheers, MDC, much appreciated. So yeah, I mean, he's got his monetization rules and how you're allowed to use it, not allowed to repack, which is fair enough. So yeah, I haven't had a chance to actually take a look at it in depth, but it's a nice concept. So I'm hoping the mod succeeds. Secondly,
sorry, just quickly, Chuckles. Am I the only guy who sees a flare fire up? No, mate, we're aware of that, and that is something that you can do with the flares if you want to troll people. Just it does give away your location when you fire it, so you need to be careful with that. Now, Banov, you were saying
best to do it in a toxic zone, just to mess with them.
Yeah. Banov has just announced a update to it. Let me just get up the Discord. He put up a post on Discord. I'll read it in full. So here we go. In fact, I'll stream it as well. There we go. So everybody can read along.
Yep.
Welcome to the first update this year. After a long time, you can look forward to one of the biggest updates in which several new locations have been added, but also many modified and improved ones. However, I am most happy with the DJ desk and the stage, which I believe will bring even more fun to the game. The next update will be more focused on the story, and you can also look forward to the unknown weapon. Ooh, okay. Since detailing and improving the game is costly, some financial donations would help to improve the game faster and more beautifully. So if you like the map and want to support its growth, you can support it via PayPal or Patreon. I wish you many unique experiences on the map of Banov. This is the stuff that he's added. Added small forest river by the Mastodon Geothermal Park. Added more lakes. Added industrial location near the town of Banov. No, I can't fucking say that. Added farm in the village of Trebichava. I think that's how you pronounce it. Added hiking trails. Added spawn mushrooms. Added some fields which contain small military bases. Added a train station in Banov's that town again. For fuck's sake. Stop adding stuff there. I can't read it. Added bus garage in that same place. Added a tier 5, which is probably for the unknown weapon. That's cool. Added DJ stage in location Kopek, which has free copyright music for Twitch and YouTube. I am really happy he has done that. Really nice. Really, really nice. Bezenzen station near the village of... Fuck's sake, what's with these goddamn names?
Lads having a stroke trying to pronounce names.
Yeah, I'm actually not going to fucking lie. I'm going to need an aspirin. Modified military Tizovic, modified forests, fixed some bugs, modified terrain for roads, modified village Deseris, modified fields, modified part of the town of the one that I can't pronounce, modded the farm in the village of Bobut, modded farm in the village of Zitna Radiza, renovated village Daone, modified location of Kopek, modified design for billboards. I've got a feeling that's got to do with the ones that you helped sort out, Boydie, hopefully. Some fields are split or scaled down. Modified player map design, that's good. Managed the darkness, and renamed Toprek Military Region. Okay, right. So a very interesting...
Okay, on that last point, renamed Toprek Military Region, he has asked us to come up with a name as a community. So I'm going to create a thread in one of the channels, and basically we will come up with some names, and people will vote on them, and the one that gets the most... and please don't put in something like 87.8 or the DayZ podcast. Try to come up with something that's going to fit the
original.
Yeah, the region that it's based in. We've already got a billboard in the game. We don't need any more advertising. It'll be something that's going to be quite cool for the actual map area. So that's going to be something that we'll be setting up in the podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a really gotta be hard for that to say. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, fucking hell. But no, that's actually a really nice thing. I think that'll be really great for the community to get involved with the Banov community as well. So just stick around, guys. Keep your eyes out for the thread, and put your suggestions in. Hopefully, we can get ourselves a really, really good one. And just know that your contribution is always appreciated. Also, and I'll quickly shut up after this. Genesis, the server that Damon Forge and Iceblade have been working on, they were previous guests with us. They have another alpha run open as we speak. So I would highly suggest you get yourselves in, guys. I'm going to get a link for you guys. Copy link. I'm going to put it into here, into the chat on Twitch and YouTube. Get yourselves in, get yourselves involved. They absolutely need players to come in and also to play in the servers, to test things out. They've done something really interesting where they have flipped the tier list, and the tier, like the loot tier. So you spawn in the north near Tizzy, and that's a tier 1 area. And you have to travel south to the coasts to get to tier 4 and to tier 5 and stuff like that. Places like Prison Island, Skillisty Island, they're toxic zones, but they also have the map transfer mod or map link mod. And currently, right now, you can transfer to Deer Isle through that. You can get the key cards for the underground bunker on Deer Isle. You can get the key cards in Balota on Chernarus. So Balota's a very good place. Some very unique stuff done there. Check it out, guys. I really, really recommend it. They do an alpha run from Thursday to Monday, close for the rest of the week until the next Thursday. Rinse and repeat. And they always have a survey at the end of their runs, so you can submit all of your information, your feedback, everything like that. And it's really, really good way to learn how things are done. So get yourselves involved, get yourselves playing, and have fun.
Now, one last thing I want to announce. I don't have anything to share. Red Falcon, for those that are interested in my new helicopter mod, will be in public release next week. Here is my test server so that you can try it out. And I will share that now. Important to note that this will be a free mod, no secret server mods or other nonsense. So someone is coming up with a, there's the test server. And I will post it into Twitch chat as well. And I will try to remember to have information about this in the description of the video as well for those watching. Don't forget to like the video as well. But yeah, he's got some cool things that he's going to be adding to it, such as if a helicopter is shot down, it will become a chopper wreck. The loot will spill out.
Yes.
If the rotor blades get damaged, they'll appear bent, and he's going into a bit of depth of it. So I'm kind of excited to see what he comes up with that one. So please jump over, check it out. Yeah.
I will say it's finally, I am so happy that we are going to be getting a helicopter mod that doesn't what's the word I'm looking for? Not govern.
Restrict?
Not restrict. Relies. There we go. Relies.
Oh,
it relies on you paying for it and doing a constant payment so you don't get you fucked over, or expansion. Now, I like expansion. Expansion does some really great things, but I can understand why people don't want to use it. Now we have this free standalone helicopter mod coming out, and I'm gonna be trying this out after the podcast is finished. So, again, as much feedback as you guys can bring to people like this, Red Falcon, he's been doing some great things. He's been getting a lot of shit from he who shall not be named, but definitely get involved, get talking, get playing, get testing, give feedback. The quicker it gets done, the quicker it gets pushed out.
There's no release date yet, but looks of it.
No, it doesn't look like it. No,
I'm assuming he'll leave us know whenever it goes live, but sometime this week, so it should be within a couple of days. Yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out as well and see what it's like.
Please do, yeah. I will be. I just haven't, like I said, I haven't had time. That'll be interesting. MDC also showed. He's also linked us the video of his thermal mod. Boydie, do you want to show that quickly? It's in chat.
Only works on players, apparently. Well, I just tried it in offline mode and it wouldn't work on cows or stuff. Unless it just doesn't work in offline mode.
There was a chicken just in that.
Yeah, it's just I saw the chicken there, right? Yeah. But it might work. It might have been just offline was busting it.
But yeah, so oh my god. But yeah, so really, I'm actually really happy that works a lot better than the other version MDC. So props to you, mate. Props to you. Mark's YouTube video when?
Depends. Wait for the check to come through first.
Fair enough. Yeah, of course.
I downloaded the other one and everything to try and make a video on it. So this one I might have to look into it a bit further.
Hell yeah, dude. Maybe you should do a video. So since it's a small mod, maybe you should do kind of like you know how you do your mod spotlights for a big mod, and then you should have a video where it's like a bunch of smaller little mods as well, like 3 or 4, just to kind of like, 1, pad out the time, but 2, get as much information as possible.
Yeah, maybe. I have a test server and everything launched. I have one for experimental and one for just stable versions, but I just wasn't setting it to the list of mods. So.
Don't blame you. But yeah, that was actually really good. Thank you, buddy, for starting that topic off.
No, happy to. Because, yeah, like you said, it's going to be great to have just another option. It sounds like some pretty cool extra functions added to it. So, yeah, anything we can do to get people having free choppers is a good thing. That said,
Definitely.
if you can afford to send Red Falcon a few dollars, never forget, #adopt a modder.
Hell yeah, dude. When do we actually have that as merch yet? A shirt, adopt a modder.
But if we did it, we would have to work out a way that all the profits went to modders.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a tricky shot to explain. I was having to explain that to everyone who asks.
Yeah,
oh, God.
What's a modder?
Oh, I sent you something, Bodie, on DMs.
Oh, you sent me 2 things on DMs. Where was the other? Oh, did you delete the other thing?
Yeah, I deleted the other one.
Dump, you pretty much adopted me when I got into modding. What are you on about? What's this? Let's have a look at this.
I need to fix my backpack. Looks like you're just doing to me. On there. Hold on, I need to fix my backpack.
I think this was on version 1.12,
Just only take 5
if I remember right.
I'm a log real quick.
Hurry up, because I'm.
Don't worry. Oh, don't worry. The bears don't really run from you. They run.
A few moments later.
Quickly.
Very, very quickly.
Yeah, so it's best to probably be around some trees and do circles around them, maybe. I don't know.
Part of me wants to shoot some shots then just drive away from you, man. Draw the bears to
You
you.
do that. I will pop those tires real quick. Include your audio.
I did.
All right, good. Let me double check. Get in here! Get in here!
To the left, isn't he? Or up the hill?
No, down here. Down the hill.
Oh, is it down there?
That's the left side.
Oh, God, he's right there!
You took a Mose into a bear fight?
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, I expected my 2 guys to cover me.
Oh no.
Where's his buddy?
Oh, God!
Holy shit!
What? Yo.
What the fuck happened? How?
I don't know. It was on a modded server. I think what happened is when one bear dies, it spawns in like 3 more.
That's cool. That's cool.
It's not a fucking Hydra! Holy shit. That was class.
I think I agree with MDC. I think an admin was there, mate, having fun with you guys, spawning them in.
But But wasn't that
I mean,
on
it was on
console?
console.
So
Oh.
I don't know if is there admin tools on console?
Not as far as I'm aware.
No.
Yeah, so that's weird. Maybe it was just a bug or something.
That's
I
weird.
think it
That's...
was because it happened like 3 different other times. I did not
Kind of
record.
fishy.
Oh god.
It was so funny as hell.
Yeah,
That's-
still a great video.
Oh, that's great.
You can set the bear
Yeah, and
event to
those two
spawn a
little
whole squad of
cows on
them.
top of the car spine.
Yeah, I was watching my favorite streamer the other day, and he ran into a bear out of nowhere. Knocked
that?
him out.
Well,
Boydie.
No.
His name's Boydie.
Speaking of favourite streamers, I think we would be remiss not to send our love out to the Running Man, who suffered a big loss in the last fortnight. His father passed away from side effects to do with a medical condition he was suffering. So lots of love to you, Paul. It's, a tough situation when you're close to your parents like that. So is he back streaming again yet?
He is.
Yes.
Yep. So yeah.
I mean, I've been a big fan of Paul for years. I've always said, and always admired him. So when I saw that on Twitter, I was heartbroken. I really, really fucking was. So if he ever does see this, Paul, you're a fucking saint. Really, really, really sorry about your loss, and I hope you're going to be all right, mate. I really do.
And also, lots of love to Septic Falcon as well, who's down with the cuff at the moment. So kind of sad for that as well. But I think we're all going to be getting it, so it's going to be the new norm.
Not me. I'm fucking built different. I'll say that, and I'll get it next week.
Yeah. For me, everyone in my family has gotten it, with the exception of me.
What, COVID?
Yeah, COVID.
Oh, there's the monetization gone out the window.
Yeah, we said the C word. Not that Aussie swear word, but the other one that Guys, we are done for this week. Thank you all so much. One last update I do have is it doesn't look like we're going to be able to do the PC giveaway at this stage. So maybe you might put that off for later in the year or something like that, but I'll keep you guys and girls all updated on that. And obviously the 100th episode is now back a week. So it'll be the 26th of March, I believe now, off the top of my head. Let me quickly go to prospective guests. Who do we have on next week? There we go. So next week, we have the one, the only Killbean coming on.
Oh.
Hey.
You've been doing a lot of cool stuff. So, yeah, it could be good to catch up with her and see what she's been doing. Has the ladies' night event happened yet, or is that still coming up? I can't remember off the top of my head.
Not too sure.
That's going to be a cool event to watch.
Looking forward to hearing how it goes, that's for sure.
Yeah. Shout out to Ariana for organising that one. So, yeah, Nyxis and Roth, thank you guys so much for coming on.
It was a pleasure.
Good to actually have our guests turn up for this, isn't it?
Yeah, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Wouldn't have missed it.
My mistake. Forgot to do conversions. Even war veteran.
No, but it was an absolute pleasure to speak to you again, Nyxis and Wrath. Again, much pleasure to speak with you as well.
And keep us updated with your modding work there, Nyxis, as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that'd be great.
Guys, thank you all so much. Roth is doing a talk us through what's this event you're doing, mate?
That's for one of the servers that I'm in. It's on console. They do bounties, and what my guy is doing is he just makes up these funny little things for people who are got bounties on their heads. So that's one of them for me specifically.
Oh, wow.
Little things like that keep good communities going, folks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one awesome, of the only criticisms for DayZ is, and it doesn't bother me. I've said this many a time. I can always find something to do, but some people get bored. So if you can come up with silly ideas like this to get people after you, go for it. Daly saying there, the Queen of the Castle event will be the 12th of February at 3 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. So that would be how many hours ago is that? 3 p.m.
Is that GMT? So, so that would be 11 hours ahead for you. So that would be 2 a.m.
Yep.
For you.
I doubt I'll be watching it live, but for those that want to, should be a fun event. Ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all next week. Same time, same channels, as always. Thank you, Marks. Thank you, lad.
No problem.
It was a pleasure.
Put me on as usual.
And Nyxis and Roth, good work, fellas. Keep it up. Enjoy DayZ.
Thank you, will do.
Okay, Ron, we will see you all next week. Say bye-bye.
See you later.
Take care, lads.
Goodbye.
Much love.
And ciao for now.